everybody, today I am going to share with you a case study of somebody who had lower abdominal, groin, and adductor pain. Where all those are is lower ab, groin, adductor pain. That took him away from being able to run. So he had reached out to us, and I'm going to share with you what worked for him. My name is Dr. Dawn. I work at Performance Place Sports Care, just one part of the locally world famous chiropractors here in Costa Mesa, California. We're going to hop right into this case. I'm just going to give you a little bit more detail about how he presented and then what we figured out was working for him. So over 2 sessions so far, he had presented me originally with when he was running, he would notice it would start kind of in that lower abdomen area. Over time, the lower abdomen pain and the groin pain would actually get better, but it would start to feel like it's more in his inner thigh. And so he had taken some time off of running. Rest was helpful. Rest, he didn't necessarily have the abdominal pain anymore, didn't really have the groin pain much anymore unless he explored specific exercises like squatting. But the thing that was sticking around was this inner thigh adductor discomfort, sometimes sharp and shooting, mainly just like this soreness, achiness that was always sticking around, whether he's walking, standing, sitting, it didn't matter. It was pretty constant for him. So rest, got back to running, didn't get any better for him. Tried some glute exercises, tried some core exercises with temporary relief, but this thing just didn't feel like it was going anywhere. So reached out to us and we took him through a movement assessment. One thing I noticed in his movement assessment was with his squatting, he was shifting into the side of complaint. As we tested his range of motion in his hips, his opposite hip actually was the hip that wasn't moving very well. So the one that was moving well was the one that was painful. And I think those are the main things to kind of share about this case. So the first thing that we tried for his adductor discomfort, and there's a reason why I went here, it was his assessment just told me, let's look at the spine. Like the spine to me was something that was just popping out, was telling me it might be contributing to what's happening down at the pelvis. So we got the spine to move a little bit better. So I'm going to show you what that movement is here right now, okay? And also too, say you try this exercise, it doesn't work very well for you. There might be a webinar that pops up onto the screen right now. It's a hip and groin webinar. Go ahead and click on that. That's a free resource that me and Sebastian kind of dive into, more educational about the hip and groin and give you some other exercises that you can try. So take advantage of that if you want to learn more. So the exercise that we tried for him, we cleared what we call hip flexion, so bringing the knees to the chest. For him did not really provoke much, so we were able to get into what we call a child's pose position. Traditional child's pose is going to be arms out like so, but what we did is brought his elbows between his knees like this. Okay, really simple movement. As long as this was comfortable for him, relax the head on the fists here, and we're going to push our forearms through the floor to make a little turtle shell with our back. And then relax. Okay, we're gonna push, breathe in when you do that, let the breath out, and relax. And we're gonna do that 10 times, okay? And to him, he was kind of asking questions like, what the heck is this gonna do for my adductor? And I said, if it works for you, I'll tell you. If it doesn't work, then don't worry about it. So this is all we worked through for a little bit. I kept noticing as he was pushing up that his butt was coming up with him. I said, try your best to keep your butt glued to your heels, push yourself backwards and up. Okay, and you're going to notice a lot of like my upper back or upper low back is the part that's moving the most. Okay, and so we worked through 10, 20, 30 reps of that, checking in with him after increments of 10. And then we got back into what we would call his outcome measure, which he was doing a standing adductor stretch. And he said, I don't feel it anymore. So that's what he started with for the first week. We paired a couple of other more challenging exercises with the pain relieving movement. And he came back in the second week with no adductor discomfort anymore. But now it had presented itself back to his lower abdomen. So the thing that we paired with now lower abdomen discomfort was a simple hip flexor stretch. I'm not going to go through that right now. It could really just be as simple as what you guys know at home. Find a little stretch in the front of the hip, although different from where his pain was. And that also took care of the lower abdominal pain. So now he's got 2 tools to control pain as we go through his program to build him into more core exercises. I believe we got into some glute exercises with him too, very specific ones individualized for his body. And we're at the point now where we're dipping our toes back into running, and we're gonna see how it goes this week. So I'd love for you guys to try that at home if it sounds like that something that you're dealing with. If this video didn't work out very well for you, or if you loved it, there's tons of other videos on our YouTube channel that you can go on, like and subscribe, type in adductor discomfort, growing pain, whatever it may be that you're dealing with. I'm sure it's on there, and try some of those things. But if you're, sick of looking through YouTube at this point and self-diagnosing yourself, just reach out to us. We can help you virtually or in person and help guide you down the right program or guide you to somebody near you that we know and trust. Talk to you soon.